The partnership between Catalyst and Resolution means to me that the customer is going to get a new level of crop reporting, data collection, and ultimately better results on farm.
I came to Queensbury about 10 years ago and out of the building industry, and started with just spraying weeds 2 days a week just to get out of the building industry and get my hands dirty, and fell in love with it. And at the time we were doing heaps of development, putting on new pivots, so it was a really exciting time to get involved.
I'm Tom Bird. I've been with Catalyst coming up 10 years straight out of Lincoln University. I've done 2 seasons of agronomy work in Canterbury before shifting down to Central Otago, and have been working on growing the business in this region. Probably the biggest driver at the time to join Catalyst was it was a small growing company, very innovative, lots of freedom and flexibility to express yourself, a lot of opportunity to do things a little bit differently, and a huge focus on the customer.
Thomas had found out about it and came to me and says, look, I've got something that's really going to change your life. I was like, oh yeah, technology is going to change my life. I've heard all this before, you know. If you don't have the relationship and you don't have the trust, then you're always going to second guess everything that's going on. So, you know, I endeavour to be in the paddock with Thomas when he's going around on his weekly checks, but I can't always do that. I've got other things on. And so I've got 100% trust, and I do. So, and I suppose that's where Resolutions come in as a real game changer for us.
I think it's getting ahead of the curve, right? Like, we're going to have a new generation of farmers sweeping through. This Gen Z, Gen Y have been brought up on Facebook, Instagram. You know, they know their way around a cell phone, so they're going to want to go to that for farming. You drop the chemical off, you do your recommendation on the paper and tucked it in the box.
Yeah.
That was how it was. And then it would blow away, or it would get wet and the contractor couldn't find it. And now with Resolution, you can simplify it, and just, if you have to go to an Excel spreadsheet to work out your profitability, you can do that and then pin it.
The new mower driver will come on farm, he's never been here before, and I get their email address, their name, put them in as a user, and then they make sure their location's on, and they can see their little blue dot, and they can see that they're in the right paddock. I can add a few things. That's a real heavy paddock, that's a real light paddock, start here, finish there, watch out, there's a rock over there, I can circle that on the map. So yeah, that's been real handy. Agricultural
Technology, you know, the innovations moved at a rate of knots. But I think there's a lot out there, and it can often be quite confusing. The difference that Resolution has in the market is it's very, very simple, it's effective, and it certainly does streamline a lot of operational efficiencies. If I'm honest, Jace, your office was, prior to Resolution, was a bit of a paper jungle, lots of folders and things plastered all over the wall, and you know, that's why I think we both felt that Resolution could be a really good fit now, and it's awesome to be able to scroll through and see what's happening on farm, and it just lets you in on the culture of the farm, you know, in real time, which is really powerful. A good example of how we're using Resolution at the moment is we've got a lucerne spray coming up. Now that the lucerne's becoming dormant, we've put the appropriate tags in there. I've generated a recommendation which has all the chemical specs on it, all of the safety information and the graze withholdings, but it's all been tagged in there, tasked to Jace and the spray contractor. All of his staff can see what's going on. They'll know that he's due to be on farm, and it's just a great way to communicate. All the stakeholders are involved.
Those training videos, just to get your head around it to start with, were great. They're easy to listen to, they're not too long by any stretch. Yeah, and if I've ever had any questions, I've been able to ring up and get it solved straight away. So yeah, I scream it down in everyone's driveway that doesn't know anything about it, because yeah, I think it's great.
You boys on it?
Yep, we're on it.
We're on Resolution.